Welcome back. Today, joining us is Kinsey Winslow. Kinsey is the owner of Chico Charm Staging and Design here in Chico, California. Her and her husband Tyler launched Chico Charm Staging in 2016 after spotting a need for quality home staging in our area. So welcome, Kinsey.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
I'm glad. So, how has your definition of success evolved since you first started Chico Charm?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, well, I think recently, about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I got a business coach. And I was working with her and trying to figure out, like, how do I grow? And so I started getting a team. And I've had a team now for just over a year. And I think that's been the biggest difference in success to me is, like, instead of I don't know, numbers or whatever number of stages we've done or anything like that, it's like I'm just so freaking proud of my team. And it's really, really cool to have them as entrepreneurs, it's kind of a lonely thing. Mm-hmm. And I wore 15 different hats or whatever, however many that is, for like 7 years, and it was really hard. And so, like, now that I have a team, the level of success not only is so much greater because I get to share it with them, but I mean, also the numbers have increased, there's been so much more success than I could have ever done just on my own.
How many people have joined your team?
Currently we have 7.
Okay.
Yeah. So just
that's
you and your
so
husband
exciting.
to 7. That's
awesome.
And
Yeah.
Tyler and I started it, and we did everything together. We moved everything. He was my muscles, and then I did the design, and then I actually had a full-time job as well. And so the job itself was not super taxing or anything. I had to sit at a desk, and I had stuff to do, but I don't know if I was just really quick at whatever I did, or they just didn't give me that much, but it allowed me time to do all the other admin type tasks for the business. So I was really able to utilize having that job, being at a desk, being forced to do marketing and, sending out quotes and just all the things that you have to kind of learn how to do. I had a lot of time where I also got paid to do it, so that was really nice.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, so this you kind of just started to answer, but take us back before Chico Charm existed, and what was your life like, and what pushed you to start the company?
Oh, wow. Okay. So this is like 10 years ago. I was in a career that I thought was going to be my career. I was in it for 3 months, and I quickly realized this is not what I want to do. So I quit that.
What was it?
I was selling insurance.
Okay.
And I had previously worked with a company, it's called Southwestern Advantage, throughout college. And you're selling educational products door to door to families with babies on up through high school students. And I was fairly successful at that. I did pretty well in the grand scheme of everything. It definitely wasn't a top dog, but I learned a ton and did make some money, had great success with it. Did it for 4 summers. And then, a couple years in between graduating college, like 4 years probably, one of their sister companies sells insurance. And so I was like, oh, I was really good at this. I could do this. It's like, it just felt like I was selling books again, which it was fine because it was a 3-month period and then you're done. And I kind of realized after those 3 months, like, oh, this is never going to stop.
Yeah.
like nightmare.
Yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, no, I cannot. I can't do this. So anyway, I quit that job and started working as a sub at a school, like as an admin assistant. It was a long-term sub position. Eventually got hired on there at a different school, and then moved up to the county office in Oroville, where I was the assistant to the special ed director. So I did that I was with Butte County Office of Education for I think about 5 years, and very shortly after, I even probably in that sub job, Tyler had just gotten his real estate license and was like, I had just quit that job. I was in a temporary position, and he gave me the question, like, if you could do anything and like money didn't matter, like what would you do? And I told him I'd always liked design, maybe something in that. And then he had just gotten his real estate license and saw that there was really not a lot of competition. There was one main stager in town, and he was like, I don't know, why don't we do this? I don't know, like it was so, I say it's on a whim, but like we were very intentional about it. Like the idea was on a whim, and then we ran with it. And we made a business plan. We started researching all about it, of like what it even means to start a business. And we knew we would need some sort of capital to buy inventory. And so my grandparents had loaned a few other family members, like not anything crazy. And so I was like, well, let's do a business proposal. So we were very serious about it. We made a PowerPoint. Like it was not, we were not like wanting a handout. We were like, we're serious about this.
They're investing in you.
Yeah, totally. And so, and it was for $9,000, and the plan was to pay them back in 2 years. And so we used that $9,000 and just scrapped together, inventory. I like DIY'd stuff. I was very into that. This was 10 years ago.
So this was 2016. This was the time of the DIY.
This was huge, So I was very into, like finding things on Marketplace and flipping it, and just, I don't know. I also had time then, and not money, so it was great. That's like you either have money and no time, or time and no money. So that's where I was at. So anyway, that's kind of how it started, and we got that first job from Joan Heckerson. Shout out. And she, it was kind of like she threw us a bone. Like, sure, you guys are new. Yeah. Let's try it out. And we got that job, and every job, we just put the money back into the business. That's why I continued having a job for 5 years, is we just grew that savings account, continued to buy inventory, and now we're in a warehouse. So yeah.
Amazing.
That's crazy.
I know that was a very long answer.
But so you talked about
okay. We need it all. Yeah. We need the whole background to you. It's important.
Yeah. So we covered what you were doing before starting the company. What is a piece of advice that you could give to yourself and Tyler back when you first started, to now?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Hire sooner.
Don't be afraid to hire.
Also, we didn't have our own truck for quite a while, and so we were renting U-Hauls, and I would also say rent U-Hauls sooner, because we also thought we would save money by making trips and loading my Toyota Camry and his Nissan Frontier, small pickup truck, medium-sized pickup truck. And we would strap down everything and stuff my car full, and you'd make 2 to 3 trips, and because we wanted to save the $130, which is now thinking back, it's like, oh my god. And then when we finally rented, because we got a job in Paradise, and we were like, we need to rent. This is not gonna work.
There's no way you can make
going back and forth
to Paradise.
Yeah. And so anyway, after that, we were like, Oh yeah, we're renting a truck from now on.
Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Well, what's something about running a staging business that people don't see or often underestimate?
They don't see all the sweat, the back pain. Honestly, that is like the biggest motivator for me wanting a team, was because I had injured my back too many times. And and then I had a kid, and then that just all got me all whacked out. So
Understood.
So anyway, sorry, I forgot the question. What was it?
I was asking about what's something about running a staging business that people don't see. So
the sweat.
The sweat. They don't see your sweat. They just see this magically,
all the
beautifully staged.
They don't see all of the
home.
moving,
No.
all setting up all of this.
No.
All of
You
the
guys are like
pieces.
wizards. Like you just it all
Good, that is what
appears
we
and it all
want.
disappears
Yeah.
and it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
We love it.
If you can think of one off the top of your head, is there a mistake or a setback that you can think of that actually is like a turning point for you guys, that ended up being like a blessing in disguise?
We've needed to take a stage out because the client wasn't happy, or just things like that. It's like I learned how to communicate better out, like how to set expectations better. And so I can't think of anything specifically, but everything's a learning lesson.
How has the Chico real estate market shaped the way that you approach staging and design?
So Chico, being a smaller town, I tend to lean toward just neutral pieces. I definitely don't like, some of the people that are other stagers in other cities, you'll see like quirky things, which I love. Like, don't get me wrong.
That are trending.
They're very like
San
trending.
Francisco
San
or something.
Francisco,
Yeah.
San Diego, there's totally a different style. I don't think that Chico lends to that.
No.
So I'm like, I'm very intentional about what I purchase. I try not to have a specific style that I go toward, because I want it to work in any home. Because we have like little bungalows, and we have mid-century, and we have some like more modern build, especially all the new builds in Paradise. So anyway, I try to keep things as like neutral as possible. So neutral colors, wood, furniture, and then like bring in warmth and texture through pillows and blankets and wall art and decor and stuff like that. So I would say I'm pretty vanilla, honestly.
It's gorgeous
Thank
vanilla.
you.
It's the most beautiful thing I've seen.
It's the most beautiful vanilla.
Yeah.
I would say we're pretty vanilla, and I think that is really just so that like we can use it in any home.
Yeah. I think you appeal to the most people in this area, especially.
Yeah.
But you're very tasteful.
Thank you.
Very tasteful
I always can
things.
tell when it's your home too.
Yeah.
When
You walk in, you know immediately.
I'm like, this is a staged home, and then I always look for like the picture frame. I'm like, is this Kinsey?
Yeah,
so it is. Yeah.
So switching from work, let's get to know you more. What does a perfect no work day look for you?
Oh.
Have you had one of those in a while? Since now you have like staff.
You know what? Since getting a coach, one of her things was once a month do a no work and no kid, like just
you.
just me. For my birthday last year, so it's in April.
That's my birthday month.
Oh,
April 29th.
April 24th.
Tauruses. Are you Taurus?
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought you said horses. I was like,
No, Taurus.
horses.
No. No, that would be cool. So for my birthday, it was actually the day before my birthday. I took 2 days off that month.
I know. Don't get crazy now.
But I think even it being the day before my birthday felt even more like magical because I don't know, there was like no expectation like that, like my husband had to take me out or anything. It was just like I got to be alone and do whatever I wanted. So I went to Table Mountain and
Gorgeous.
had a well, I went to Rayleigh's and bought some like gourmet cheeses and like my own little charcuterie. No, I didn't make a board, but you know, all the things.
Yeah.
And had a little picnic by myself, and it was like
That's
just
so
fast.
magical.
It was.
And during like April, like all the flowers.
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff
just
are
fast in the
blooming.
sun, and there
I
were
love
wildflowers everywhere. And then I was feeling really good, and I was a little afraid, just like being out by myself and like hiking and stuff.
Naturally.
And then I was like, oh, there's actually a lot of people out here, a lot of single walkers, and I'm like, okay, I can go on a hike. Like, this is fine.
Yeah.
So I went on a hike after that, and I went and saw the Phantom Falls.
Oh, I've been there. It's so cool.
Gorgeous.
The little waterfall
So
there.
Yeah, and it was a great hike, and so it was that's the answer.
That's your
That's
answer.
the
I
perfect
love
day.
that.
That is so
That's so sweet. I want that.
I know.
Once this winter is over, I'm doing that.
Yeah,
so sad.
I would also just like to encourage anybody to spend time by themselves, and I also just like advice, especially for women. I feel like when I was in my 20s and stuff, I was afraid to go anywhere alone, not because of like safety or anything, just more like I had to have somebody with me, like a social thing. Like otherwise I would be looked at as like a loser or whatever. And no, please don't believe that very false lie. It is so liberating just to be alone. I like to just pop my headphones in, watch a YouTube video, eat my lunch. It's the best. Once well, maybe twice a month I'll do that and just like have a little solo date.
Date with yourself.
Yeah,
With yourself.
it's great.
We all need it.
And like no expectations. I don't
Yeah.
have to talk to anybody.
You can do whatever you want. You could change your mind, go somewhere else, whatever
I
you want.
love my husband, okay?
We're like, oh, something going on.
Shout out Tyler.
No.
I just also very much have learned how important it is to take that alone time and like and not have to be like reflective or whatever, but like just literally be alone.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think those two things can coexist too. I think it's so important to have alone time, but it doesn't mean that you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed by the people around you. It's just sometimes how people need to reset, and that's me for sure.
Yeah.
And like, please don't take offense. Like, I do love you, but I just need to be alone.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it makes me feel so much better. Okay, so what advice would you give somebody who has a big idea but is scared to take the first step?
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. So can I talk about my app?
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead. Well, we were going to ask you about it,
do
but yes, absolutely.
Well, I feel like this is a good. So it's not just an app. It's a whole platform.
She's launching an app.
Yeah. Coming 2026. No, it'll be a little bit after. But anyway, yeah. So it's really scary. Especially like so. Well, I'll start with what the system is. It's for stagers. It started with an inventory system like that. I needed some sort of inventory system because my brain couldn't catalog it all anymore. When I had, like 6 to 8 houses worth of inventory, I could totally do it. It was manageable. But I have like 25, 26, 27 now. So it's like, there's just no way that I can keep that information in my head. So it kind of started as a need, and there are other systems out there. But the one that I was looking at, it wasn't really working with what I really needed it to do, because it really only covered inventory, and I wanted a system that covered all staging. So our system it's called Stage Right, RITE. And it's a system that you use for inventory, but you can also send quotes, send invoices, send contracts, received signed contracts back. So you no longer have to have a DocuSign and like account, and then you no longer have to have a service for well, I can't think of the word, but doing the quotes and invoices and stuff like that. But yeah, and so anyway, it's a very all-encompassing system, and
So exciting.
Yeah.
it really is. So we've been working on it for like 3 years, I think. We were going to launch it, or maybe 4 years. I think we were going to launch it about a year and a half ago. And this very not great thing happened where like the server that the app was being developed on discontinued their app line.
Perfect.
And was like, okay,
Awesome.
everybody, you have a year to transfer your information. And so anyway, that year is now over. Or in this, well, and then they extended it. So it's been a year and a half. But yeah, so this December 31st is the last day. So anyway, we've been working on a whole new system because it's not like you can just copy and paste it onto a new thing.
Yeah.
All the code has to be rewritten. And I don't do that. That is not me. I have a business partner for that. So pretty much we are back on track. And it's, you know, again, one of those like mistakes. It wasn't really our mistake, but one of those mistakes that we've learned from and have grown and shifted course. And this 2.0 version is better than it could have ever been if we had kept the original code. So it, you know, silver lining, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really scary because basically for 4 years, in my brain has come up with the ideas. I've told them to my business partner. He has written the code and then I've implemented it. I've been using the app for the past, I don't know, about 4 years, but since it's been able to be used. And anyway, it's just this like kind of back and forth where we haven't made any money. He's been just doing the work. And so now it's on me to sell it. So now it's my turn. So the sales part is really scary because I feel a lot of like this pressure that like he's put in so much work. And I have too, don't get me wrong. Like it has taken a lot of like figuring out like what is good to include and what's not, but like minuscule compared to what he's put in to write the code.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it is very nerve-wracking, but I think what's helped me recently is really actually like sitting down and doing one of those more introspective alone days. I did a dream day literally like 3 days ago where I wrote like 10 pages in my journal of like what next year will look like, and a big portion of that was for our system for Stage Right. And yeah, and so doing those sorts of things of like figuring out what it is that you actually want and then creating a plan from it and then creating steps to the plan. Like all of this is so like rinse and repeat, like we've all heard this, but it's so important to do it because otherwise you feel like you're flailing, and if you don't have a plan, then you're just guessing. And so for me, like that's been extremely successful. Last year I did the same thing, and I set a crazy revenue goal that I never expected to reach, and we've surpassed it this year. And like it was all because I made a plan. And not just like, oh, I want to hit this number. If I'm going to hit that number, how many new clients do I need? How many new houses do I need to buy inventory for? Like doing those steps of like literal math, like me and Chat were like, like very into it. Yeah, he's my friend. But yeah, so like figuring out those numbers, figuring out your budget, and like doing all that work that like is really not fun, but it gives you that plan and it gives you those goals to reach for.
Yeah.
Okay, this is one of my favorite questions, one of my more favorite questions to ask any entrepreneur, just because it makes me feel better about myself, I think. But was there ever a time that you thought about quitting?
Not really. I have had moments of where it's like, should we keep going? But never out of like, I'm over this. Not at all.
She loves what she does.
I do.
Quitting around here.
I will say
Not a quitter.
I am so happy now that I'm in more of this like business owner role versus working in the business. My body is happier.
Everything.
My brain is happier. I feel like I found something in like running the business that I am actually really good at. And I don't get me wrong, like I think I'm pretty good at design too. I think though that I had so many things that I had to do and think about that like design was like kind of like, okay, like let's just get it done. And now my girls are so much better than I am. And like it's so amazing to feel that like I don't have to do that anymore. And I get to do this other piece of like managing them, which I love to do, and being and it's really cool too because I'm still fulfilling that creative need in running the business and like figuring out solutions to things and marketing, and so it's a different muscle, I guess, that I'm flexing. I don't know how to say this, but whatever. But I'm still getting those like creative feelings.
Right.
Satisfying, yeah.
And for our last question for you, why should someone stage their home?
Oh, because it just makes sense. Because an empty house is boring and there's nothing for your eye to land on, and it's confusing to buyers. You know, you see house after house after house. Some may be staged, some may be empty, some may be lived in, not staged. And it's just, it's uninspiring. It lacks emotion. The empty ones.
It's hard for the naked eye to actually picture what you want in an area when you can't see it.
And, you know, obviously I'm biased. I want people to stage. But, like, I go on tour and I look at empty houses all the time. And it really is. I'm looking at this house and it's, like, it's so, again, just, like, uninspiring. Like, there's nothing for that my eye lands on that, like, makes me feel like, ooh, I like that. Or, you know.
Like, this could be my home.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you walk into a
struggle with that.
Oh yeah, totally. And when you walk into a staged home, you know, you immediately feel welcomed and warm and like it's comforting in a way. And so that emotional connection really helps buyers write offers, first of all, and stronger offers.
I was going to say, and wouldn't you say,
yes,
that a house typically will sell for more when it's staged versus not.
Yes.
And quicker.
Yeah.
Didn't you say that as well?
Well, no, I didn't, but yes.
Not you,
And
but like,
quicker.
Isn't it like
And more money.
a statistic that like staged home compared to vacant homes will sell quicker?
Yes. Yeah.
It's
And
better
I
for
don't
all.
remember those numbers. That's the information I cannot hold in my head.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's
We
why I
won't
write it
ask
down.
you to
and I
say it right now.
numbers.
Yeah.
didn't have that.
Give
with
us
me.
the stats. Yes. Well, that was very magical.
Yeah.
And thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for having us.
You're welcome.
Yay.
I said for having us.
For having us.
Thank you. Yeah. She's like, you're welcome.
I am having you over to my warehouse.
She is having us
This is
the
in her
warehouse.
warehouse. Here it is. But thank you so much for coming on the pod.
Yes.
It was such a pleasure.
Thank you.
You're the
Thank
best.
you.
Yay.
And anyone in Chico, if you are a realtor, seller, you're selling your house, or anyone, Chico Charm Staging and Design. And that's it.
Mic drop.
That's all I have to say.
Thanks, guys.